Hello, my name is Lokesh. I am an architect and developer for the product named True Traffic, which is a software-based network equipment test solution for testing variety of equipment like network cards, cables, switches, bridges, OSPF, BGP routers, etc. Now I am going to show you how to make use of the product named True Traffic. Here because this is a pure software based solution, initially our backend will be going to run on a server machine to which variety of network cards like 10 Gbps or 20 Gbps or 100 Gbps, whatever the network traffic we wanted to generate, the true traffic backend will be going to execute on that machine. So here I am starting the true traffic backend. So by default, it will be listening on the port number 8080 on 127.0.0.1. Now I am going to initiate the front end as well with the help of True Traffic GUI, which is the front end. So this is the front end. Here, the variety of options are plus, minus, save the open the configuration, save the configuration, apply the configuration, start, settings, and shuffling. So when you say plus, it will create one new protocol stack. The minus will delete the protocol stack. Open, with the help of open button, you can open the already existing saved configuration. Save will save the configuration. Apply configuration. Once you create the entire configuration, this front end configuration will be transferred to the backend, and after that, this is the start generation traffic button. By clicking this, you can start generating the traffic according to the configuration. And this is a settings button. So the various settings available are whether you want to enable a packet dump or not, what is the MTU size you want to generate the traffic, what is the management console you wanted to connect to. So here you can connect to multiple consoles. So here, because it is green color, it means that it is connected to the backend. Now I will click OK, and another option is shuffle the cards. So shuffle the cards, I will explain you in detail here. So for example, I selected client and I selected server here. So I selected for 1 minute or 2 minutes. Now I created some traffic as well, like payload 2 will be Ethernet, and on top of Ethernet I wanted to create IPv4. So for example, you see here I created traffic with hardware address 1, and here I created hardware address 2, like that. So now with the help of shuffling, I will shuffle the configuration from one card to another card. Here you will be able to see the first card name and the second card name, right? So in the drop down you can see details as well. So now I wanted to exchange the configuration for all the protocol pairs. Here by default anyway I created only one protocol pair, so it will shuffle only for the first protocol pair. So I am creating shuffle. So the moment when you see shuffle, you see the server configuration which we created below on this card has been moved to the other card, and other card configuration has been come here. Now let us check the same in Ethernet as well. You see 2 has come to the above, and here it is 1, like that. Now again I would like to delete the protocol stack, and if you want to open the existing configuration we can use it like this. It will open the configuration, and if you want to save the configuration you can save, and then you want to send the traffic, start the traffic, you can start. So you will be able to see here the protocol pair 1 has been applied and the traffic started generating. You see the graphs and all also created. So I will explain you in detail how to create the graphs. So here variety of options will be there in protocol pair 1. So first one is traffic manager. So traffic manager is the one which is the heart of the product. So for every protocol pair you will be going to decide what kind of traffic that needs to be generated with the help of our traffic manager. So the here various options available are only client, only server, traffic replay, traffic simulate, stress test and interceder, right? So when you say only client, our solution behaves as a client and you can have your own server and connect to our client. Our client will generate the traffic. And the other way around also can be achieved where true traffic can behave as a server and you will have your own client and you can initiate the connections and all. After that, traffic replay. So when you say traffic replay, the entire sequence of communication will be simulated, will be created, and one packet after another packet it will be sent at extreme high speeds. And then traffic simulate. When you say traffic simulate, for example, when you say TCP connection, first SYN will be sent, after that SYN ACK will be received, after that ACK will be sent. In case of traffic replay, what happens is SYN will be sent on the client side and server will send immediately the SYN ACK. It won't wait for the SYN. And on the client side, it will just send the SYN and followed by immediately ACK. It won't wait for the SYN ACK. So the packet entire sequence will be created before the starting of the test itself, and all the packets will be keep on pumping out without waiting for any incoming packets. Whereas in simulate, first SYN will be sent by the client. Once the packet is received by the server, then server will send the SYN ACK. Once the SYN ACK is received by the client, then the ACK will be sent. Like that, the exchange will happen. However, no other testings will be performed like the checksums or whatever it is. Just it will receive the packet and it will send the reply. That's it. Even if any packet is corrupted also, this will not take any action. So if you want the actions to be taken according to the RFC, you have to go for only client or only server. And when you speak about stress test, as we all know, this is using this stress test, we will be able to evaluate the actual performance of the network card or cable or whatever the equipment is. So here I configured 1000 Mbps, means 1 Gbps, whereas the network card which I configured, it is giving approximately 357 Mbps. So we can say this is the maximum speed we can get with the help of this network card in this environment. Now, what is the payload we are going to select? That we will be going to decide here. For example, layer 2 payload. I will create one more protocol stack and I will show you. So in the traffic replay or you see no payload. So now I'm creating layer 2 protocol. See here, select layer 2 protocol. So I selected Ethernet. So now on top of Ethernet, what I'm going to select is IPv4. On top of IPv4, what I'm going to select is TCP. Now you see, as and when I keep selecting the protocols, one new tab will be keep on adding here. So now, for example, if I select TCP, earlier I selected TCP, now I will select UDP. So UDP will come here if you see. Now again, if I select TCP, UDP will vanish and TCP will come. Now on top of TCP, I'm going to put HTTP. So now on top of HTTP, nothing is there. So now how I am going to add graphs is for layer 2 statistics, you can go to Ethernet. Now you can add one canvas. On top of canvas, you can add variety of graphs as well. So for every canvas, how many graphs you want to add, you can add. There is no limit as such. Now if you see here, everything is blank, right? So there are no options to configure the hardware addresses and all. So why it is because we haven't selected client and server. Both are network cards are disabled. So on which network card we want to create what? For example, here we selected HTTP. So for example, we want to have a HTTP client here. Now you will see in the Ethernet tab that you have an option to configure hardware addresses for that. Now you can see here the green in color. This is the name of the machine to which we connected. Earlier you remembered we connected to 127.0.0.1. That 127.0.0.1 is nothing but this machine, and this is the network card. For example, because both are in green color, it means that both are connected and link is detected for the card as well. For example, you are connected to backend, but the card is not detected or card link is down, it will show here in red in color. Now I would here if you see only the source MAC address with respect to the network card ENX00E0 is there, right? Now we select the server as well. Now we will see in the Ethernet tab we have options to select hardware addresses for ENP5S0 as well, right? So on either side we can select the VLAN accordingly, whether we want VLAN 1Q or AD or QQ, whatever it is. Okay, so now here I will show you how to create multiple graphs on a single canvas. We can have multiple canvas as well. So how many canvas you want, you can create those many canvas. So earlier I create, so now I'm deleting the canvas. So now no canvas is existing for Ethernet based statistics. So now I'm going to create one canvas, and then on this canvas what graph I want to. So there are currently 0 graphs configured. So I'm clicking new graph. I'm clicking one more graph. So on first canvas there are 2 graphs selected. Now you can configure that I wanted to have the traffic details with VLAN tag, how many has been sent, and this is the graph color which I'm looking for. Now with the help of this button you can select the color for the next graph as well. Now on this network card with VLAN tag, how many has been received. So both the graphs I wanted to plot on the same canvas. Now for example, you want another canvas, you can have click one more plus button. So canvas will be added below. Now for this canvas what you wanted to plot. So here for example I wanted to check the receive statistics and with this color. In that way we can configure as many canvases or as many graphs per canvas we want. Now for IPv4 address also we can configure variety of items like time to live, enable fragmentation, source and destination IP addresses, etc. For TCP you can have a variety of configurations like source port, sequence numbers. When you say sequence number, it is the initial sequence number, etc. For HTTP, what all you wanted to send, you can send in the request and response. Now, what I will do is, I will show you how to delete this stack. So just you delete this, click this minus button, it will delete the entire protocol stack. Like that it is. So this is how you configure and connect to the backend. Thank you.